And we are back, and it's so exciting because today we have some students from Star of the Sea Catholic Primary School in our studio, and we have a lot of them. I know you can't see, but we've got everyone over the floors, and it is going to be very busy. And do you know what is really amazing is you actually can't tell that they're here because they are so quiet and so well behaved. The first two people we're going to speak to today is the head girl, who is Matilda, and one of their environment prefects, who is Alyssa. Good morning, girls.
Good morning.
I love it. The energy and the smiles are so beautiful. Girls, I would like to ask you, what is the best thing about being at Star of the Sea?
I think it's our community is so nice and loving. I don't think there's much bullying in our school. All the teachers are nice and we care about each other.
Beautiful. Matilda, you're the head girl, so you're like really important. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty.
Pretty much important. Beautiful. What's your favourite thing about Star of the Sea?
I love how it's just like similar to Alyssa. It's just such a safe community and you don't have to worry about like not fitting in, and it's so clean and yeah.
Oh, I think that's a really good thing too, because my kids go to Star of the Sea. So that's one thing I notice about going to Star of the Sea is actually the environment is a really clean space. How do you guys get the environment to be a clean space? Oh, Alyssa's like, that's my area.
So we do a number of things with our school. Firstly, all our kids in our school know that if there's rubbish on the ground, we can pick it up and put it in the bins. We also, at the end of the day, it's a thing we pack and stack. We wipe our desks, we put our chairs away properly just to make sure our school's nice and clean.
Beautiful, and I love that it teaches that responsibility. And also you have I don't know what the terminology is it nude lunch boxes? Is that what it's called?
Nude food.
Nude food. And what's nude food, Alyssa?
Nude food is basically no plastic bags, no Glad wrap, because if we put that in our lunch boxes, it contains waste. So we're starting a waste-free raffle soon, and that means if you have nude food in your lunchbox, you can get a raffle ticket, and that raffle ticket can win you a lunchbox or a canteen voucher.
Oh, beautiful. I love that initiative to keep your environment pristine, but also to look after the environment outside of the school as well. Matilda, as head girl, what is your biggest responsibility?
I think there's a lot of different things I have to do, but the main one that would help and maybe affect the school the most is being a role model and making sure that everyone's doing the right thing and just making sure that everyone's being nice and caring. And
so how do you do that? Do you have like a high-vis vest and walk around and go, be nice, be nice? How do you make sure that your environment is a caring community?
I think it's just watching out for those that might be maybe a little bit off the line and just make sure, because everyone's quite excellent at our school, but I think there's just some people that might need an extra just reminder to make sure that they're being
beautiful, and observing people as well, and maybe seeing if someone isn't got anyone to play with, or someone who maybe you can see that they're feeling a little bit sad, and approaching them could be a really nice way as well. And I feel like that, I love that smile, Alyssa. I feel like that's a kind of an easy thing for you guys to do, because you step up and you make sure that people are feeling welcome. I love that. I don't want to use all my questions on you guys. I noticed that Alyssa had some notes there. Is there something that you would like to share with us, Alyssa, or have you said it all already?
I haven't said it all, but I was going to tell you guys what I do as the environmental program at our school.
That's a great question. I'm going to ask everyone that question now. Thanks, Alyssa. What do you do as the environmental prefect at your school?
We have a compost campaign, which means that we've got compost buckets in our classroom and we've got worms that we feed our scraps to. Our job as environmental prefects is to make sure we score the compost, and these.
Hang on a second. What does score the compost mean? Does it get a rating out of 10 or?
It gets a rating out of 5.
5.
So if you have citrus in it, if you turn it, if you don't wash your bucket, making sure it comes, so you get points for our Star Class Cup, which can lead to pizza parties.
Oh, pizza parties are the best. Okay.
We also, for the pre-primaries who cannot make it to our area, we teach them how to do the compost, which is a really fun job. And also at assemblies, we raise awareness about how we can, as a school community, make a better world.
Oh, I love that. Sorry, Jess.
Sorry, can I ask? Hello, everyone. How does compost affect our environment? What are the benefits of compost?
The benefits of compost is that it's not wasted. So at our school, some kids might not be able to finish. You can't eat apple cores, of course. You can't have you can't eat banana peels. So all that waste, we're making sure it doesn't just get thrown away. We make sure it goes into our compost bucket so we can give it to worms and fertilise our community.
Okay, so do you have something within the school that you fertilise or that you use the compost for, or do you sell the worm wee, or what happens to it after that? I'm really interested in this. You're doing a great job, Alyssa.
So we give it to the worms. We used to have markets at our school. We don't have it anymore due to COVID, but we used to sell worm pea and some stuff. Yeah, other stuff like waste-free things.
Yeah.
But we can't do it anymore due to COVID.
Beautiful. Do you know our sponsor for our show is KJD Gardening, Landscaping? So I reckon that we should, connect. Yeah, absolutely, connect you guys together. Tell me, Matilda, about... Well, sorry, did you have anything that you wanted to say? Like, did you have a list of something that you were specifically wanted to talk about?
Well, I didn't bring a list.
That's okay. You don't need to have a list.
I just, I think I've pretty much covered all the jobs I do, apart from the ones I do every Friday and every day. Every day I do the flag. I put the flag up. And
Is it one flag, or how many flags do you have outside the front of the school?
There's 4 flags for each leader.
Okay, 4 flags for each leader. And what flags are they? And why are they important, I guess?
The Torres Strait Islander flag, the Aboriginal flag, the WA flag, because we are in WA, and the Australian flag.
That's 4. Well done. I had to count them. Beautiful. And why do we have flags at the school? Do you know? I don't know. Is it just cause? We can say just cause.
It might be for, just like respect and showing respect to those cultures and countries.
Good answer. I love that, Matilda.
Matilda, I wanted to ask you, you represent the school very well. So how do you hope that you represent the school outside of the school community? Like, I know you might go to sporting events and things like that. What are your roles and responsibilities when you're outside of the school?
Outside of the school, showing respect and good manners is like if after school I might go to the shops, I'll keep my uniform on, keep it tidy, keep my uniform clean and neat, and outside of school I can show like that Star of the Sea is a nice school and not just a bad school, I guess.
Yeah, so by showing your manners and you always behave well when you're in your uniform. What's your favourite thing to do outside of school, Matilda?
I play netball.
Yep.
So on Thursdays I train and Saturdays I play games. So I think it's a great way to get all my energy out and just have fun and play with all my friends on my team. Beautiful.
Alyssa, what's your favourite thing to do outside of school?
I like doing lots because I like keeping busy because my mind is jumbled, so I like doing lots of things.
Oh, you're a woman after my own soul, Alyssa. My mind is jumbled too.
So I like doing netball as well. I like doing dancing. I like singing. I like surfing. I like camping. I like hanging out with my friends.
Yeah, beautiful. Keeping busy. I love it. And that's what we're all about, is this act, belong, commit message. And you've just shown us how important that is, that to be part of a community, is the school community, your family community, your netball community, your dance community, helps us to remain mentally healthy. My very last question for you two is, what do you want to be when you grow up?
There's 3 main things I want to be when I grow up. One of my first ones is a school teacher. I want to make sure every kid has got a chance to learn. I also want to be a psychologist. I want to make sure kids are okay. I like getting out there. And one of my other jobs I want to be is a performer. I love singing, I love dancing, I love acting, I love talking. So, yeah.
Perfect. I love that. And you know what? Like, you're going to have a long lifetime, so you probably get to do all three of those things. Matilda, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I have an interest on photography. I just love the creativity and the art of it. Maybe something to do with the ocean, like a marine biologist or a scientist. I think I would be very involved in it.
Beautiful.
Or a physiotherapist, so
Awesome.
I can help people, because I'm all about that. I love helping people. It makes me feel good inside, and helping people makes them feel better.
Beautiful. Well, thank you. That's fantastic. We're going to put a song on now, and then we'll shift over to our next set of prefects. Thank you, girls. You have been amazing.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We have switched over our seats, and we are very excited to welcome Jennifer and Ethan to the chairs today, and they are the defence leaders at Star of the Sea. Hi guys, how are you?
Good,
Good, how are you?
Yeah, pretty good, thank you. Actually, I'm having a great morning having you all here. So what is the role of a defence leader in your school? Ethan?
The defence leaders do a lot of work with all of the other defence students. Like, say if the defence teacher basically isn't there yet, but one of the other defence kids needs someone to talk to, they can go to either me or Jennifer. And we also run part of the Anzac Day and Remembrance Day ceremonies, and we both share a flag.
Excellent. Jennifer, can you tell me, what does Star of the Sea do to help students who have parents in the Defence Force? Is there anything special that happens aside from having leaders?
Yeah, we have a defence mentor, Miss Sybil, and she brings us all to get together every Friday morning and gives us hot chocolates and treats and stuff. So we all get to help each other and support each other then.
Okay, so we talked a little bit when the song was happening about the children who have parents in the Defence Force, it being more like a family. Is that true for you guys, and how is it true, Ethan?
I reckon it is true because it's a bit like a family, because every single person has at least something that can relate, because they've all got at least one parent. Like, some people have their mums, others has their dads, and so everyone can agree on stuff on how it's just have something to relate to.
Yeah, so having that common experience is really important to bring you guys together. What do you think, Jennifer? How is it a family for you at Star of the Sea amongst the Defence children?
Because they always come up to you and ask you, are you okay, as well as just us asking them, because as we said, we are a family, and we like to hang out instead of just doing it for the defence role.
Yeah, beautiful. I kind of think, though, I don't know about you, but for my family, my kids fight a lot. So I hope that happens just a little bit at least. Then it's a real family. Yes or no? Yeah. No.
I think yes.
You think yes?
Yeah.
Sometimes, especially little kids can be a bit annoying sometimes. Yeah, I get that. Now, excuse me. Ethan, you wanted to talk to us about the flag at Star of the Sea, and specifically the flag that the Defence kids are responsible for. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, so in the centre of our school, near our undercover area, there's another Australian flag, which me and Jennifer rotate through. So this term I'm currently taking down the flag and she's raising the flag, and then next term we'll switch. But I think the flag's quite important, because every single Friday when we have assembly, by the time it reaches the Australian anthem, we all turn and face the flag.
Okay, beautiful. And it's a little bit separate, and it gives everyone that understanding of what's important. And like we spoke about before, the respect to the country. And Jess was very clever and said appreciation too. When you turn towards the flag, you appreciate how lucky we are to be in Australia. Now, can you tell me a little bit about your parents and what your parents do? So how you became to be Defence kids?
Well, I have a long generation of people in the Navy. My mum and dad were in the Navy a few, maybe I don't know how long ago, but a couple years ago, and then we had to go to New Zealand because of my dad's work. But my mum has always been in the Navy.
Yeah.
She's always been connected to it because her sister was also in the Navy as well.
Oh, cool. Ethan.
And my whole mum and dad side of the family have a lot of military history. Like my mum's side of the family, we've had people who have been in like special forces and just in the Navy or Air Force or Army. And it's the same on my dad's side.
Beautiful. Can I ask you, are you interested in being in the Navy? Either of you, you're allowed to say no.
Well, I've got other ideas in my career.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's what I'm planning to do when I'm an adult.
You'd like to be in the Navy, Ethan? That's really interesting. I love that. And I love the idea of this generation, like your parents did it and you did it. That's such a beautiful carrying on. Now, tell me, what is your favourite thing about Star of the Sea? Ethan, we'll start with you.
Probably my favourite part of Star of the Sea is how supportive everyone is. If like someone's having a problem, no matter what, you could go and talk to someone like one of the teachers or one of the other students and they would just find a way to help.
Beautiful. Jennifer, what's your favourite thing about Star of the Sea?
That they're also loving and make you feel safe, because I only came here in 2021 and I went into 4 White and they all just made me feel welcome and safe and that I fitted in.
I love that because it's hard starting in a new school when everyone's already got friends. And I reckon my last question is going to be, what do you want to be when you grow up? But not Ethan, because we already know he's going to be in the Navy. Beautiful. Jennifer.
I'd like to join the Border Force, but the Australian Border Force, to be a dog handler.
My friend was a dog handler. She had so much fun. Well, thank you, guys. We have a song. Would you like to introduce the song, seeing as you chose it, Jennifer?
We're going to play Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake.
And we are back, and I'm so excited because we have the mission and music captains, Lockie and Holly. Hi, guys.
Hello.
How are you? Are you good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, you're good. You've been excited. You're happy to be here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because you don't have to do school today.
Yeah, that makes it very fun.
That's the best bit, says Lockie, because your school's listening right now. So who's your teacher, Lockie?
Miss Leo right now.
Miss Leo. Lockie misses you very much and wishes he was doing lots of work. Can you please make sure you keep it for him? Okay, so Lockie, you are our music captain at Star of the Sea. What does a music captain do?
The music captain does a lot of things. We have so much things. We need 8 prefects.
Oh, wow.
So we do this thing at our school, sort of like a performance competition called the Catholic Performing Arts, where we have a lot of groups of talented people that perform. We have the dance troupe, we have guitar ensemble, rock bands, choir, and that's just to name a few. But we also set up instrument lessons, because children at our school can learn an instrument if they pay a little extra.
Can I ask you, how important is music, do you think, in your school?
Very important. It lets, I think, kids express themselves and lets them sort of like let them be who they really are.
Oh,
Love that answer.
I love that answer too, because we really think it's so important to be creative, and as grown-ups you kind of are supposed to be a little bit more boring, and it's so important for mental health to be able to express yourself and understand who you are. I'm definitely not boring. I do not fit that stereotype, not at all. So can I tell you something about the Catholic Performing Arts Festival, Lockie? That started when I was at school, so like almost 20-something years ago, and I was one of I went to a Catholic school myself, and I was one of the first groups to go and perform at the Catholic Performing Arts Festival. And last year I went along, and one of the adjudicators was my drama teacher in year 8. And I thought she was old when she taught me, but then she was actually really old because she's still around. Okay, so what do you play, Lockie? What instruments and what ensembles are you involved in?
I play guitar, and right now I am involved in the choir and rock bands.
And who's responsible for organising the music at Star of the Sea?
Our wonderful music teacher, Miss Peters, and a little help from some of the tutors.
What instruments can you learn?
You can learn the bass instruments usually are guitar, keyboard, and drums. But you can also learn trumpet, saxophone, clarinet, I think,
Gosh, your
And
music
you can
department-
also do vocal lessons.
so busy there, so busy. What is your favourite part about being involved in the music department at Star of the Sea?
How much fun you get to do. Like during recess and lunch, you can go to the music room and just talk with the other music prefects and do some jobs. And also you might be able to, and sometimes you get there before school to do some jobs or just talk to the other music prefects.
Beautiful. Last thing, I guess, is you are in the rock band, the Star of the Sea rock band. Is that correct?
Yes.
What do you do in the rock band?
I am a singer with another kid named Dylan. And then we have 3 guitarists, 1 pianist, 1 drummer, and that's about it.
Is the rock band like the coolest ensemble to be part of?
In my opinion, yes, but there will be definitely some people who disagree with me.
And you're going to perform at the Catholic Performing Arts. What will you be doing at Catholic Performing Arts with the rock band? What songs?
We will be doing TNT and Kryptonite.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see it because I'm sure you're going to absolutely rock out. Now, Holly, Lockie's been like hogging the microphone, so only because I've been asking you all the questions. Let's move on to you, Miss Holly. Tell me about what it is to be a mission prefect.
Well, mission prefects help raise money, and it's really special for us to help the kids in South Sudan. We help raise money for.
So tell me about South Sudan. What specifically are you raising money for? Is it a school over there?
Yes, it's not a Rama school. We help to keep the school open. And
so does your fundraising like pay for teachers or do you know what exactly it goes for? Do you get to see what happens with your money?
Helps the teachers drive in their motorbikes from where they live to the school, and the students to actually pay for them to get to school.
Oh, fantastic. Now, earlier you spoke to me about you bought desks. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay,
desks.
I'm not lying. I was listening. So you bought desks for the school. Did you provide anything else?
Paper, pens, chairs, but some of them sit on the floor, so.
And how do you know that some of them sit on the floor?
Just communication with
I love that. So you get to communicate with the school and they send you photos?
Yeah.
Do they send requests? Are they like, hey, we'd really like everyone to get iPads or maybe not iPads?
I don't think so, no.
No, they're just grateful for whatever they receive from you guys. So as mission prefect, how does it make you feel seeing that? Because you don't have to pay for desks at Star of the Sea, do you? No. So how does it make you feel that maybe there are kids who live in other countries who don't get the same access to education and the facilities that you have?
Yeah, it makes me feel so grateful for what I have and sorry for what they have and I want to help them.
I love that it inspires you to help, and I love that it inspires you to get your entire community. So our mission leaders at Star of the Sea get the entire community to help fundraise. How do you communicate with, I've forgotten the name of the school already, Holly.
Notarama.
Notarama. I'm going to write that down so I remember. How do you guys communicate with them?
Last year we made cards for them, but it took a really long time for them to get there. And we communicate through the sisters as well of the missions and pictures and stuff.
Are you can you tell me what kind of fundraising activities that you do, and do you go out into the community and fundraise?
We don't often go out into the community. The last one that we did was our Friends Helping Friends fundraiser, but we didn't have many people join in with that. We only had 40 families out of quite a lot, and the Friends Helping Friends was you did chores to get sponsors like your mum and dad and your family to give you money for jobs you're doing. And then another one that we did after that was a bucket challenge where you had holes in the bucket and you had to try and get water from the starting position to the end to show that they how hard it is to get water.
To understand the challenges that the children that you're fundraising for face. Yeah. Do you come up with the ideas, Holly, or did the mission prefects team, or who comes up with the ideas to fundraise? I think the water bucket challenge was a Caritas thing, because I know lots of schools did that. Yeah. What about the Friends Helping Friends?
The Friends Helping Friends was our idea and Miss Addison's, so we all put our heads together to try and come up with an idea.
I love Miss Addison. She was my teacher when I was in year 3 and 4. She is absolutely awesome. Let me tell you about Miss Addison, right? When I was in year 3, she wrote a book about our class. I wonder if she still has it. And that was the best thing ever as a teacher. Again, an adult using their creativity to write a story about Granny Stickleback was the name of the character, and she kidnapped children. I don't know that a teacher could write a book about someone kidnapping these days, but it was one of the strongest memories of my childhood was her writing this book, and everyone in the class was involved in the book. And I think it was about me talking too much. I don't quite know where she got that idea from. Okay, I guess my last question, because I'm doing my 10 minutes, trying anyway. Holly, tell me, what is the best thing about being at Star of the Sea?
The best thing about being at Star of the Sea is that everyone tries to help, and it's a loving and safe community, so that if you're having trouble, then there's people there to help you.
Lockie, what's your best thing?
Probably all the creativity that everyone there has. And like how
and it's encouraged.
Yeah, if you have like one small idea that you think can be big, the teachers and all your friends will encourage you to make that idea bigger.
Love that.
That was a great answer.
Lockie's a great kid. What can I say?
What song are we going to put on?
Do you remember, Holly?
Sweet But Psycho.
That's it. It's Sweet But Psycho by Ava Max. We are back. It is busy in the studio today, and it's kind of warming up because there are so many bodies in here. I have to say, I'm so impressed with the behaviour of everyone in here. You guys are spectacular at talking, but you're also spectacular at not talking when it's not your turn. And listening, that's right, because listening's just as important. We have Precious and Amira. So Precious is a sports captain, and Amira is one of the tech prefects, and there are 4 tech prefects, and we're going to speak to 3 of the other ones afterwards. Good morning, girls.
Good morning.
Oh, I love it. Energy, fresh, so youthful. Now, I'm going to talk to you, Amira, first, who is one of our tech captains. Tell me, Amira, what does a tech captain do?
Well, one of our roles as a tech prefect is we set up the assembly. So when we set it up, we take turns on either live streaming it so it can go on Facebook, or we do the PowerPoints.
Beautiful. And I love that because you never got live streaming when I was at school. So that's the best thing. Can I tell you why it's the best thing for me as a parent? I don't have to go down to the school and sit in the cold when it's raining and horrible weather like this. I can actually sit in my jammies at home with a cup of tea and watch assemblies online. Best thing ever. So tell me about what's your favourite technology that you have, Amira? Is there something that you like an iPad, or do you game, or do you have a phone? Surely you don't have a phone. You're too young to have your own phone.
I do have a phone.
Don't tell my kids, please. They'll think I'm a terrible mother. What's your favourite piece of technology and why?
Well, I like iPads because I can download apps on them, and they're kind of easier for me to use than computers.
Can you tell me what's your favourite app or program that you use in school that you feel is an educational tool for you?
Well, I'd say maybe Literacy Pro would be a good app because you can you take Literacy Pro quizzes and it helps you gain more knowledge of reading.
So let me speak in English today. Literacy Pro is about you read a book and then you answer questions, so you see that you've understood the book. Yes. So it's an English app and it's about comprehending or understanding the text. What's your at Star of the Sea, you have lots of little bits of technology, don't you? What is the favourite thing that you are so excited to go to Digitech and see Mrs. Quartermain because you want to use what?
Well, I'm excited to go to Digitech. Digitech if we're doing something related to Minecraft.
See, Minecraft is so cool. I have kids who all Minecraft, and I have to tell you that when they talk to me about it, my brain just goes, because I just don't understand. Why is Minecraft so cool, Amira?
Well, I don't really know why it's cool, but it's just really fun to play. And recently in Digitech, we created like 6 rules, and we were going to show them to our year 1 buddies. So the 6 rules are based on how to like keep your iPad safe, like don't smash it, don't drink food or water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That is so cool. And I love that you are being responsible for looking up, because everyone has iPads at Star of the Sea. So you're teaching the younger generations how to keep their iPads safe. I love that. You wanted me to ask you what hobby you have, Amira.
Well, I've actually got
A lot of hobbies?
Yes.
Okay, tell me.
I like playing recorder when I've got free time, and I also like playing the piano in my free time. I also like doing gymnastics, so I started last year and I've got good skills this year.
What's your favourite trick to do with gymnastics?
I like doing a back hip circle on the bar.
What's a back hip? I shouldn't have asked that question because I can't like respond. What is a back hip circle on the bar?
Well, basically it's like your waist are on like the bar, and then you have to like do a big like cast, and then you have to try and like go
Flip it over the bar, maybe?
not really flip it over, but it's like you have to go under the bar and back like to your original position.
That sounds really cool. And can I tell you what I love, Amira, is that you believed in yourself and you had the confidence to say, I've got good skills in gymnastics. I love that you would say that about yourself, because that belief is so important. Well done. Who is your favourite teacher and why, Amira?
Well, I've got 2 favourite teachers.
Nice.
It's Miss Crockett and Mrs. Leo, because I had Mrs. Leo in year 3 and she made me feel welcome to the school because I joined Star of the Sea in year 3.
Yep.
And Miss Crockett is just a natural favourite.
Yeah, look, I love Miss Leo. She is awesome individual. She's so caring and understanding, and she looks at you as individuals and makes you feel important, which is spectacular. And what about Miss Crockett? She's a rock star. She is just an amazing individual and is so caring. And I think that maybe kids in other year groups might be a little bit scared of Miss Crockett.
They are.
But then they are in her class and they were like, why was I scared of you? You are awesome. She is a rock star. My daughter had Miss Crockett, and we always had Mrs. Chaniotis, and I loved Mrs. Chaniotis, and I was so sad when Mrs. Chaniotis left the school because I wanted her to have all of my children, and then my kid got Miss Crockett, and I was like, oh, you are almost as good as Mrs. Chaniotis. Yeah, you're that amazing. Okay, thank you so much, Amira. I will talk to you now, Miss Precious. Tell me, Precious, you are a sports prefect. What is the job of a sports prefect?
So basically, we pump up all the balls around the school. So
There's a lot of balls.
All the equipment around the school, and we every Friday we have to set up for senior sport for the year 5s and 6s, and we also ref a year 3 game.
You ref the games?
Yeah,
I love that.
Sure, like there's no fighting and like it's a friendly game.
Oh, I like that. It's very important because sometimes people like to win and you need an outside person to step in and go, we can all be winners here. Okay, who inspires you? I love that you asked me to ask you this question, Precious. Who inspires you?
My cousin, I'd say. She's actually in year 9 now, but she used to be a sports captain, and she'd tell me how fun it was. She'd tell me like all the jobs they'd have to do, and I just thought that, yeah.
Can you tell me what sports do you play at Star of the Sea?
I play netball. We train Mondays, play games on Saturdays, and I also done a little bit of swimming, and some other sports like soccer. But I think the sport I really enjoyed was netball. So
Me too. So do you play within the RDNA?
Oh no, but my friends do.
What team
Yeah.
do you play for?
Warmborough.
Warmborough.
That's where you guys used to play.
Yep. Love Warmborough. Shout out to them.
So Star of the Sea has lots of teams that go out to other areas and have little competitions. What sports do you have at Star of the Sea for those? I think, is it the Eagles Cup? Is that something, or am I making that up? I'm getting nods from the teachers. I haven't made it up. Go me. What kind of sports do you send students out to play for?
Footy, soccer, netball, and volleyball.
Oh, wow. Busy. Now, you have 4 houses at Star of the Sea. Firstly, what's a house? What does that mean? Is it like Harry Potter week? Oh, gosh, wouldn't that be so cool? You get a hat and that, no? Okay, stop, Emma. What is a house? What does that mean?
It's each faction.
A faction, beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful.
We have Brady, Walsh, John Paul, and Lewis. I'm the captain of John Paul.
John Paul. And what colour is John Paul?
Yellow.
And what colour is Walsh?
Green.
And what colour is Lewis?
Blue.
Perfect. And what colour is Brady?
Red.
Now, these names mean, I was going to say they mean nothing to me, but they mean something to me. So I obviously know everything about Star of the Sea because I went there. Tell me, what is Walsh? Do you know who Walsh was named after?
He was our former priest.
Perfect.
At Star of the Sea.
Yeah, so your school's attached to Our Lady of Lourdes Parish, and he was the former priest there, and he was the priest for like a really long time, and he was a spectacular individual. Let me tell you about Father Walsh. He was very, very sick on the day that I got married, and he was in hospital, and he had an argument with the nurse to check himself out of hospital so that he could come to my wedding. He's a pretty spectacular dude. I loved Father Walsh. He was very grumpy. He also told me that dogs have no souls, and even though my dog was cute, it wouldn't go to heaven. I think he was wrong there. I think he was less right, but that's okay. Tell me about John Paul. So John Paul is yellow, and you're the captain of John Paul. Yeah. What is John Paul named after?
A pope, actually.
The Pope?
I think he was the second pope. I think my teacher told me something about that.
He was John Paul II, and he was like 2 popes ago. Just say yes, I know. Yeah. I'm like super holy. No. I know it was 2 popes ago. Yeah, beautiful. And Lourdes.
Our Lady of Lourdes. So that's our name
of
our school. What's that again?
The parish, the church that's connected to the school. Yeah, that's right. And Lourdes is a place. Did you know that? A place where a miracle happened.
France? Yeah, France.
Yeah, it is. Look at you. You're so much cleverer than me. I love that. And Brady, we have to do a disclosure here. We had to Google who Brady was because neither of us knew what Brady was. And thanks, Mrs. Dalbello, Miss Cairns, who came in. Thank you, all the teachers who've come today. We appreciate you who came in for the rescue. And we've learnt that Brady was a bishop. He was a bishop in Western Australia. We like, Western Australia and Perth. So thank you, Bishop Brady. I want to ask you, last question. What is the best thing to get from the canteen?
Ice cream.
Ice cream?
Yeah.
Cool. Love it. Now, did we ask you guys for a song?
No, but I put on Lockie's song TNT, which is going to be performed at
the Catholic Performing Arts Festival.
Oh, wait. Shout out to Six Blue. And all the sport captains. And my friends, Abby and Grace.
Beautiful. Thank you for shouting out. Back again. And now we have 3 technology prefects, and they are Michael, Atish, and Rajul in the chairs. Hi guys, how are you?
I'm really good, yeah.
I'm very good.
You're all very good. Yeah. I like it a lot. I've asked you guys beforehand what questions you would like me to ask you, and Atish has asked me to say, how do you set up for assembly?
Well, when I first tried setting up for assembly, it was really hard, but after quite a while, you get used to it and you just know it by heart.
So there's lots of things you need to do. What equipment are you setting up, Atish?
So firstly, we're going to need the PowerPoint in case if the younger students don't know what lines to say.
Oh, so like the national anthem or your school song or your school prayer. Beautiful.
And we have to get all these cables and attach them to the PowerPoint that goes up on the screen, the big screen, Yeah.
Okay, so Atish, tell me about the role. Is that the only job, is to set up for assembly as a technology prefect?
No, because when you're in the class, anyone can ask you any questions. So a few weeks ago, someone asked me, "Can you help me with that? Can you help me with something on my iPad?" And I could help him, because you're a technology prefect, you can help with technology.
So, yeah, beautiful. So you've got that knowledge beforehand. Now, becoming the technology prefect, where did your technology knowledge come from? Is it just something you knew, or you've grown up with all of this stuff? Or did you train, like Rocky style?
I kind of grew up with it with technology, and I started to get really into it when I started gaming, and I started to discover all these different buttons and.
Okay, so because I've got kids and they game, but they smash. And that's how they win. We have like Mortal Kombat tournaments I have a lot of children, so we have Mortal Kombat tournaments in our house, and I only ever win if I smash on the controller. I'm not very talented at all. Michael, you are going to talk to us a little bit about the radio show that you guys do. Is it as good as this?
Well, no, obviously not.
I thought you were going to say better, Michael, with the cheeky grin you've got. Tell me about the radio show at Star of the Sea.
So about twice a term on a Wednesday, we will go up to the office and there'll be a microphone there, and then we'll play a few songs, have an interview, have a few jokes, and just all together have a good time.
Can I ask you, what benefit do you think the radio show brings your school community?
Well, it brings, I'd say, better vibes towards everything and makes people have a better lunchtime, just listening to some nice things.
Yeah, and are you able to communicate your message?
We don't really have a message for the radio show. It's just for some fun.
Yeah. So what kind of things do you talk about on there?
Well, last radio show we brought up the head boy and we had interviewed him, asked him a few questions, and that was nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
What else do you talk about? Canteen?
We have...
What's on offer at school?
An infomercial of up-and-coming things that are happening in the school. We had one for the feast day. We were talking about that as well last radio station. So that's what we do as well.
And can anybody get an opportunity to come and meet you and talk on radio?
No, it's only the certain people that we have on our script and...
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like fun. And it sounds like I want to be on there.
Oh, dude, I'm coming in. When's the next Wednesday? I'm coming in at lunchtime. I can't wait. I might sing for the whole school.
You could.
I was like, whatever floats your boat, Emma, go for it. Okay. Now I've got Rajul. Rajul, you're going to talk to us about the coding that happens at Star of the Sea. What's coding? Can you explain that to me because I'm old?
Well, it's pretty much like, so we have spheros at our school and we can like code them to do what we want. So we can like make them turn and stuff.
So is coding like... hang on a second. Now I'm confused. So coding is giving instructions to something, is that right? Am I right in saying that? And what is a sphero?
A sphero is pretty much like a bowl, and we can like code it to tell us to tell it what to do. So we can pretty much like make it roll and stuff.
I'd like to see them like send it to the canteen. Could you do that? Could you send it to the canteen with an order and send it back?
Well, it's not really that big.
Oh, okay. So it can't carry like an ice cream or anything. It's probably not good to have. My technology captain before, Amara, told me no food or drink around technology. So sorry, Sphero, you cannot bring me ice cream from the canteen.
Yeah.
Okay. So so you've got a Sphero. What other technologies do you have in everyone obviously gets really excited about going to Digitech because they leave their classroom and obviously get to see the gorgeous Mrs. Quartermain. What do people get excited about? What do they want to play with in coming to Digitech?
Well, we also have this like another kind of sphero, but it's like a bee for like little kids, and so it's not as complex as a sphero, and the coding's more easy.
Okay, beautiful. So what is it that you do outside of school that's technology? Because I think you said to me before that you are a bit of a gamer.
Yeah, I like gaming.
You like gaming? What's your favourite thing to game?
Probably Minecraft or Roblox, because I also play Minecraft.
So everyone kind of nodded with the gaming thing. Well, help me understand my children, boys. What is so good about Minecraft? How can you sit on it for hours at a time and get annoyed at me when I say it's time to clean your room?
It's probably the creativity, because you can create stuff in Minecraft.
Oh. So what do you create and how? Like I kind of think that I don't understand it as being creative, because I think of being creative as like doing drama or singing a song or drawing art. So what makes, anyone can answer this question, what makes it creative? How do you be creative in Minecraft?
So like
say if it's like where you want to go out, but it's a big rainy day and you can't be creative. Well, you can't go out, you can't play with your friends. It's really rainy. You can be creative and do whatever you want there.
So what do you do to be creative then? That's what I don't understand. Look, they're very, I love it because they're so passionate. They sit up straight away and they're in. Tell me about it.
So in Minecraft, there you have like a thing called an inventory.
Okay.
So if you press that,
Is in love. She actually asked me for an amethyst necklace. Is amethyst something from Minecraft?
Yes.
Okay, and that's a cool thing. So that's why she wants an amethyst necklace. Okay. Definitely. All right. So her birthday's coming up and that's what she really wants is an amethyst. Okay. All right, cool. I don't know why. There you go.
Do you guys want to send out a message to anyone? Say hi to mum and dad?
No.
say hi from 6B.
Hi, Mum and Dad.
Beautiful. Hang on a second, because I think I've actually mentioned Buffy. So if everyone's listening, I also have Jimmy at the school, and he will be very upset if I didn't mention him too, because he is my favourite child, as Elizabeth is my favourite child. I love them both the same.
Hi, Elizabeth and Jimmy.
Yeah, thank you. Well, thank you, Atish. I love that. I forgot my own child's name for a second there. All right. So thank you guys so much for coming today. You have been awesome and spectacular, and we're going to have the teachers. We haven't told them. We thought we'd just spring it on them. There's 3 chairs, 3 microphones. They're going to join us for the last part. I reckon if you're going to expect your students to do it, you should be able to do it too. What do you reckon, boys?
Yep. I agree.
Okay, we have absolutely ambushed the teachers here today, and they are also very, very happy to be on the mics. They're absolutely chomping at the bit to tell you a bit about what they love about Star of the Sea. We've got Mrs. Dalbello, who is a special needs education assistant. We have Mrs. Quartermain, who is the Digitech teacher, digital technology for those of you who don't understand my abbreves. And we have Miss Cairns, who is a Year 6 teacher. I'm going to talk to you first, Miss Cairns, because you are, I love that, right in close, and you are Year 6 what?
Year 6 white.
Year 6 white. And is that the best class in the school?
Oh, absolutely.
I can, do you know what? I think I can hear them cheering from here, listening on the radio.
They're not quiet.
So tell me, what makes Star of the Sea a great place to be and the best place for me to send my child?
Oh, very good question.
Thank you.
Definitely the community, which the children already spoke about. It's such an inviting and welcoming, inclusive community. Before we were just talking about like that we're a Christ-centred, child-focused school, which is fantastic. The involvement and the love and care from the staff really do make it such a special place, and it's noted a lot of the times when we have visitors come in, how inviting we are to everyone.
Yeah, beautiful. And I love that. Say that again. It's the Christ-centred, child-focused.
Yeah.
And I love that because values are instilled in the children who go there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can see when you enter the school the respect they have for each other and the respect they have for the teachers, and the care is genuine.
Yeah.
It really is a beautiful environment to be in. Mrs. Quartermain, I can't remember the question I'm supposed to ask you. Look at me. I'm so professional. Do you know what? I wrote it down, but I can't actually understand my own writing.
Okay.
So Miss Addison would be very upset because she taught me how to write.
If you would like to come and have a visit at our school or enrol at our school, you can jump onto our Star of the Sea Facebook page, our Insta page, or our school website, or just give us a ring. We have 2 lovely ladies, Alana and Rachel, in the office who are always welcome to talk to you and give you a big spiel on our school.
Tell me, do you guys have like tours or open days? I don't know the answers to that question.
Usually if you want to enrol your child at our school, you'd make an appointment, and then one of the teachers or one of the office staff will take you for an individualised tour around the school so you can explore everything and have a better look.
And what's the best bit about being a Digitech teacher?
That I get to try out all the new toys and I have the power.
And I love also you get to have every kid in the school.
I do, and my dream would be to have every child for 2 or 3 hours a week, and we could be doing Digitech all day long.
But I guess that's not great around reporting time because you'd have to report for every kid in the school too. That's a bit tiring. Mrs. Dalbello, sorry. Tell me, what is your role in the school? Because I love you as a person and as an educator, because you go above and beyond to ensure that the kids in our school feel included and feel safe and feel supported.
Thank you.
Thank you for being you. Tell me about your role as an did I say it right? Education assistant?
Yes, you did. Education assistant. So I get to work with our students with disabilities. So I'm very lucky I get to work a one-to-one basis. So the part that I love the most is that I get to know the child, and then I get to cater a program or just an activity or something with that child to help them in the best way that I think they need. The other part is I get to talk to the teachers, and we come up with plans together and, take that little child on a journey.
And I love that, because you are invested in individuals' success.
Yes.
And you have absolutely the best personality for that, because I love you. You are amazing. You really are.
I love you too, Em. This is great. I might stay on the radio.
All of the teachers at Star of the Sea are spectacular, but I think the special needs department really do have such a pivotal role. And I don't know if you know, and I don't know if you know, but I am really passionate about student with special needs. I have a severely, I don't call him severely disabled. He is
not.
Awesome.
He's beautiful.
Son who goes to Malibu. So I would love for him to have been at Star of the Sea, but unfortunately it's not a school that could have catered for him and his needs. So I really adore that we have such an inclusive, and your team.
And our team is amazing. Yes,
you need
big
to
shout out
to the team.
SWD team. It's getting bigger and bigger, which is fantastic for the school and for the students. But they all just go above and beyond. And
And why is it important to have an inclusive school, or a school who? Oh, look at me challenging with the big hard question. I promised her it wouldn't be too difficult. Look at me go.
I just think that everybody deserves an education. So no matter what their needs are, and we have a school that will find a way to give that child what they need.
I love that. Now, do you have anything you wanted to ask, Jess?
I just wanted to thank the teachers for coming in and using IPL Radio. We are a community service and we thrive on opportunities like this. So to be able to hear what the youth have to say and talk about your school and how it is really important in our community has been such a joy to me today to be a part of. So I just want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, and hopefully you'll be back.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, kids? Will we be back? I want the microphone to hear you. You've been listening to IPL Radio. This is the Jess Address, and we are going to play Cover Me in Sunshine. Thanks for joining us.